Hi there, you two. Welcome back to my channel. It's nice to see you again. It's been a while actually since I posted and I wanted to make this video. Sort of a small catch up, and I wanted to guide you through some of the things that have been going on in my life, and not just that, but in the business actually. So as you can maybe see here, if anyone cares, I do, so I'm just going to express it. So yeah, Dominic CX and team is now transitioning to Rocka Business Processes. So I've decided to have a more inclusive name for for the whole team, because it started to not necessarily be the I don't know, the product that I wanted to offer to the world. The product is still there, the branding is still there. However, of course, the branding tied to my name and face probably was not necessarily the best, the most enthusiastically received by the people working in the team. I tried to put myself in their shoes and understand that, yeah, okay, I'm not Morgan Stanley, I'm not Lloyd's, whatever, and associates. So it's probably, yeah, you can reach that level, but I decided to make it a little bit more general, right? So that's why I came up with Rocka Business Processes. So I wanted to make like an umbrella, which includes something more general. And Roca means rock in Spanish. So that's where I got my inspiration. I wanted to call it, let's say, rock solid business processes. The name Rock was taken, of course, by The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. So anyway, I don't think anybody cares about that. But anyway, I call it Roca because there's a wonderful mountain or a rock close to where I live, which resembles much like this icon that you see here. And yeah, the processes that we do are rock solid. So that's why I gave it this name. I love processes. This is what I came to love and appreciate a lot of. And I want to bring them to the world, and I want to share them with you. What I wanted to talk about today is something which is about setting up Zendesk. And I have understood that some companies, not everyone is a big company. Usually my target audience is coming from you guys are, you are busy, all busy entrepreneurs that have time and want to look up how to do things in Zendesk, and you're excited to do it. That's why I created this channel. So to meet this demand, because there are some of you, actually, many of you are writing like, hey, can you help me with my setup? And usually, because I worked at Zendesk and Zendesk handles big projects, I have processes, not just processes, but also offers for big companies. And of course, it doesn't really make sense to give like an offer of 50, 100 hours, 150, 200, 300 hours of support, or to an onboarding for a company which is, let's say, 1 to 5 people strong. So of course that doesn't fit. So I decided to adjust, and I don't know why it took so long for me to adjust to do this, but it's finally here. So I created an offer which is called the Lightning Offer. So I'm just going to share my screen. I'm going to walk you through what that is exactly. So let's see, share my screen. Here we go. Should be able to see it. Okay, so you see the website right now. It's very clean. Rocka Business Process, new logo. Excited about it, love it. All right, so this is the Lightning onboarding, as I call it, or the Lightning offer. So the incredible offer for busy entrepreneurs with 1 to 5 team members. I know, again, you guys are busy, and I know you have a busy schedule. I know you have your regular jobs, and you want to not necessarily focus on learning a new job, and to help with this demand and not necessarily overcrowd you with a lot of information, I am here to help. Right? Well, it's not necessarily going to be me. It's going to be one of my team members who are actually much more skilled than I am right now. I've taken a sales role, so I'm much more, let's say, trying to bring Zendesk to as many people as possible. But the good thing about the processes is that they work, because you can teach them to other people, and other people can implement them. So this is actually what I'm trying to give to you. So onboard your processes in Zendesk and increase your productivity by up to 400%. This statistic is a valid statistic if you're coming from an inbox. So if you're doing support in an inbox like Gmail, Outlook, or whatever you're using, and you're switching to Zendesk, you're going to have a 400% increase of 4 times the efficiency. Why is that? It's because you're going to have business rules, you're going to have productivity tools, you're going to have routing matrices, you're going to have, everything that a smart tool like Zendesk can offer. So make sure that you're getting the most out of your Zendesk and optimize it to perfection. That's actually the process that where I'm laying out to you. Automate as much as you can and free up your time so you can focus on what really matters, right? So you don't want to spend time learning a new skill, like learning how to set up Zendesk or being a Zendesk admin. That in itself is a full-time job itself. So of course you can watch the videos. I have the Zendesk setup course for you. It's 17 videos long. It's 12 hours long. And it's amazing. It's amazing. If you have the time to do it, go ahead, watch it. I'm sure you're going to love it, and you're going to learn how to set up your Zendesk. Be sure to make a training and you'll be set. But of course that requires time, which sometimes you don't have. So this is why I'm making this offer. We come in, we set it up, and then you can use it and you don't have to spend all this time. We're trying to get you from being proactive and not being reactive. Nobody wants to come from a, you don't want to put out fires all the time. You want to make sure that you are anticipate having fires and you have some systems to put them out before they actually start. You want to have smoke detectors. You don't want to necessarily be taken by surprise. And especially, you're going to be taken by surprise by the busy season, by whatever characterizes your business. So what you make sure you get the most out of your Zendesk. You get 95% positive customer satisfaction, at least. You increase your team's productivity. Again, if you're coming from an inbox by up to 4 times, if you're coming from an older tool or from let's say, not so updated tool, by at least 200% increase. Or if you're coming from, I don't know, from a tool like, I don't know, HubSpot or ServiceNow, you're going to get, I don't know, 150% increase. You automate automate everything possible in your system. So we make sure that we take everything that you can streamline and you can answer through an article, and we connect them to maybe an answer bot. So the answer bot will take those replies, take those requests, analyze them, and just give out answers with the articles that you have in your knowledge base. And then those get solved by themselves. So self-service is the answer, is the future. And I'm here to present it for you. And I'm so happy to give it to you with such a really, really cool offer. Say goodbye to frustrated clients, right? So why aren't you getting back to me? Where are you? Why aren't you getting back to me? I asked for your help 2 weeks ago. You didn't get back to me. Tickets slipping through, no longer an issue, because of course you can have business rules that surface those tickets and bring them to your focus. Like, hey, it's been 3 days since you haven't gotten back to this customer that wrote to you. Maybe you should let them know that it's going to take a while, set the right expectations. Customers are 75% likely to switch to a competitor of yours if you don't get back to them within the right time, or if you don't set the right expectations. So if they have 2 negative experiences with you, 75% of those customers are going to switch to someone else. I can share the Zendesk CX trends for 2022, and this is one of those trends stated in that ebook. So you can scale your Zendesk, right? So it's one thing to have 1 to 5 people join your team to start out with Zendesk, but then once you start scaling, you're going to need to be able to adjust Zendesk to adjust it to welcome more of your team members, right? So this is we help you scale your Zendesk by documenting your processes, by teaching you how to onboard new members, how to create a routing matrix, and how to set it up when you're growing, to make sure that you have everything covered in terms of escalations, routing, and productivity, and automations, of course. Make management lay off your back, right? So you're starting with your team, and you have a management that is pressuring you, like, hey, do this well, do this right, do this okay. We need your help to do this right? So make sure you answer correctly, make sure you answer in time, make sure you make the customers happy, right? So we're going to help you lay management off your back and sell you like, hey, nice job, good job, you're doing a good job. So happy to have you on board. So, well, this is for you. It takes the job pressure away. There's nothing more stressful than not knowing what to work on, right? So, or knowing that you have people screaming all the time and being unhappy. So we're going to make sure that we surface the tickets that you need to look at in real time. So you make sure that you focus on the right things and you focus on the important things. So for example, tickets that need your attention, tickets that are not necessarily following a script, tickets that can't be answered with by, let's say, one quick reply. Have you read this article? Or yeah, have you tried resetting your password? No, those we can reply with knowledge-based articles automatically, right? So with self-service, and then we let you deal with, let's say, the finesse type of tickets that are tickets that are customers that are unhappy and genuinely need help, like they need to have a broader scope in what they need. Report on the right metrics to management, right? So management can see how well the team is doing, what tickets are coming into the system, what area they're coming from, agent productivity, right? So how efficient are your agents? How fast are they replying? First time, so first reply times, resolution times, how are those doing? See exactly what articles are more efficient, are the most efficient as well. So now, next section. If you ever found yourself just started using Zendesk and want to get the most out of it, or you're not sure how to create processes in Zendesk, well, you've probably been there. If you're here, you've probably been there. Or maybe not. What do I know? You're super busy running your business and a million other things at the same time and just don't have the time to look into how to set up Zendesk. You understand how important it is to have a well set up system for the future when you scale your business. So you understand that if you do things right, you will save a lot of money for your company and also get a lot of time back for yourself because you're more relaxed because you know what to focus on, you know where everything is and what everyone needs to do. You're feeling pressure from management to do well, right? So that's actually, I know this job is very stressful because on the one hand, you have management says, do well, make the customers happy. And then on the other hand, there's a customer who's unhappy and needs your help. So this is to meet you in the middle. You're not being sure your agents know what to do. Oh man, that is very, very stressing. Like you're not sure, you're sure that you know what to do, but your team doesn't. And you're not sure if how to keep them accountable as well, right? To make sure that they're doing their job. This is for you. I know how that feels because I've been there as well. I have a business to run as well. I'm not just preaching to the choir. I am implementing these processes into my own business and I'm making it work, and I'm bringing it to you as well. So this is why I think this is so beneficial for you. I have processes that work. Refine them throughout 8.5 years of experience working at Zendesk, being exposed to the platform every time and having, not every time, but throughout all this time and getting 260 projects plus out the door has made me bring this to you today, and I'm happy to share it. 90% of companies that use Zendesk don't use this and are suffering just like you are. Everyone says and thinks like, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, I'll make the commitment tomorrow or the next week or the next month. Yeah, I know this is important. I will do it in the future, but they don't. Everyone knows that they should document processes, that they should be thorough with things that they do, but they don't. This is for you. The 10% that use this processes are thriving. So companies that do follow these strategies and processes are thriving. You don't have to take my word for it. You just have to go check and see portfolio of companies that we work with and try to get in touch with them and see what their support looks like. So don't just take my word for it. Don't believe anything I'm saying, anything that I'm saying. Just look it up yourself and convince yourself. I don't want to, I'm not here to sell you stuff. I'm here to help you do well because this is my passion. This is what I love to do. I don't see myself doing anything else, to be honest. So I know you're skeptical, but yeah, hear me out. We have the experience and credentials to back up what we're selling and what we're doing actually. So yeah, do your research. See, I'm going to. I'm so excited. I'm just losing my voice. Research the companies, see what they're doing, see how well they're doing, and then decide for yourself if you want the same kind of experience or not. So we have implemented these processes hundreds of times and refined them through thick and thin. 260 projects, 8.5 years in this experience in Zendesk platform. So using the Zendesk platform. Um, a fun fact, so for example, a history lesson in Zendesk. So, you know, the guide, right? The product that you're using for a CMS for your knowledge base used to be called Web Portal. So that's when I first started out, it was Web Portal, Web Portal. Can you help me with my Web Portal? What is a Web Portal? Then it got rebranded to Help Center, which it used to be until it's a year and a half ago. And now it's rebranded to Guide. So now it's Guide. So now it's the Guide experience, right? So yeah, things change. And I love that about Zendesk because it's always updating and always being up to date. And there's always something new. 14 years in customer experience. This is how I started out doing as from a design perspective. I was a designer and trying to build interfaces that were easy to use. So that's where I started out and morphed into what I'm now. 12 people team and growing. So if you do Zendesk and you know Zendesk and you follow my channel and you like what we do and you like what I do, please send me an email. I'd love to work with you. You need to be experienced with Zendesk. You need to have at least 2 years of experience and you need to be certified with Zendesk. 2 years Zendesk partner, see our profile in the marketplace here. So this is just with this entity. I've been a Zendesk partner for as long as I've also been a consultant, but I've been under another entity with a friend. It's called El Panto IT. Just actually, why not make a short let's say, commercial to Fabian, because he's one of my favorite guys, and I worked with him still work with him. So I worked with him for 8.5 years. Ever since we've been partners with Zendesk under his entity. But then now I've switched to my own entity. I'm doing my own thing. So I'm a big boy now. I worked at Zendesk to the purpose was to get to know Zendesk more and to understand their processes and suck up all the information that I can. So this is actually why I am here. We love our job. We wouldn't see each other doing anything else. Okay, so you be the judge of who you want to work with. You want to work with somebody that wants to just get your money, or you want to work with someone that loves their job and make sure that your success is their success. So we're 12 people and growing, and our success is your success. So you can opt to work with Zendesk as well, right? Because it's the bigger company. But yeah, Zendesk is 6,000 plus employees, and they won't care as much as we do if you don't succeed. I care on a personal note because I want you to succeed, because if you do, then you become an ambassador for us. You give us a testimonial and you tell your friends like, yeah, of course it's great because we work with these guys at Rockout. Your success is our success. Testimonials. So again, it's just, you don't have to believe my word for it. Don't believe anything. Okay. Do your own research. And these are some people, actual people that this worked for. I'd just like to see a testimonial video from Crystal. That we've helped from One Day, their company from the US. And yeah, it's probably just like you. So let's see it. Hopefully you can hear it. Mhm, mhm. All right, so there you have it. Yeah, probably just like you. Many people come from YouTube and ask for my help. So if that's you, this is the offer for you, right? Talk to, for example, you can reach out to these people and get convinced. This is all, yeah, some of the things that we do. Book a free strategy session. Why don't you? Please do. Okay, so features, automate process, and then the benefits of that is you increase productivity. You increase your customer satisfaction. You have happy clients and less less churn, right? You have more return actually. So optimize your Zendesk. What that means is a benefit. You save company money. Process documentation, you can scale your Zendesk with ease. Oh, I forgot a bullet point here. Routing matrix, you create a routing matrix, a feature. What does that mean? Never worry about process failing because you have everything created in business rules. Optimize Zendesk Explore, make management happy because they look at the reports and say, okay, we're doing good this quarter, or yeah, we need to hire someone else, or we need to create more articles, or yeah, we need to hire someone to help you in the team, like a, I don't know, personal assistant or another team leader, or I don't know. Okay, still not convinced. Increase your productivity again, up to 400% if you're coming from an inbox. And as I mentioned, if you're coming from an old legacy tool, by at least 200%. If you're coming from ClickUp, HubSpot, ServiceNow, 150, 200% easy, because this is very easy to use. You don't need to spend time understanding after you do this exercise. You don't need to spend too much time understanding the tool very much. Risk-free and no-brainer offer, right? Yeah, yeah, I think it is. I think it is a no-brainer, to be honest. Do you want to start using Zendesk and have a clogged system in a year, and you have to do all these workarounds in order to solve tickets, or do you want to set it up correctly, understand what you're doing, take this pressure away from it, and then understand exactly, yeah, what you need to do to scale your business, or just complicate your life? Why don't you? That's up to you. So the process I propose takes 2 days to implement and works wonders. Okay, so I've comprised it all down from at least 50 hours. So a normal process is 50 hours. If you're a 5+ agent company, that's what you need. Yeah. If you're, let's say, 10+, actually 20+, that's 80 to 100 hours at least. So you can't escape reality. You have to make an investment into your future. You're not necessarily, you're wasting time with unproductive teams, unproductive processes. So you need an expert in order to make things run smoother, to save company money, in order to save time for you, in order to not hire as many people, right? So imagine you set it up with limited understanding. That's not the problem. It's not the problem to set it up with limited understanding. Based on what you learn, I would have made the same decision as you have when I started out with Zenith. But if you do it consciously, when with an open mind, and you understand the potential of doing it right, then you end up saving a lot of money in the future. And why that is because, for example, if you have a well set up system, you don't need to hire 10 people. You need to maybe hire 5 because you have a well set up system. Everybody knows what to do. Tickets not slipping through. You have a knowledge base. You have everything set up correctly. But that's on you. So price is 2,880. But new price, I give it to you for 10% discount. So this is what I can minimally do it for you. So this is as low as I can go. But if you are watching this video, you get an additional 10% discount. It's not available for anyone else. So gentleman's agreement. You don't know, you haven't seen anything, you don't tell to anyone, don't tell this to anyone. You get it. You mention it, you get it. You don't mention it, you don't get it. That easy. A bonus, you get access to our Slack for continuous support. So you're always going to be there. Always ask a question. Remember what Crystal said earlier? Whenever she has a question, we always get back to her. Obviously, obviously when we have time, right? If we finish the time with you, then of course we'll get back to you. But you're not going to be the first priority, right? We have other projects. I hope you understand. And of course, it makes sense, right? You don't pay, you get support. But yeah, whenever we're available. But you can always get more hours with us. Think about it. You can save up to 50%, 50K per year for 5 agents. This means that the fee is as little over 5.5%. of that amount. That's peanuts. So imagine you have 50, you have 5 agents, and you pay them, let's say 3K, 4K per year. Sorry, per month, right? So that's 20K per month to pay salaries, right? So 4K times 5, 20K per month per salaries. Times 12, how much is that? 240K per year for salaries. This is going to be at least 20% more efficient than anywhere else you do it on the internet. So 240K, 20% of that is 48K. So, which is roughly 50K per year, which is, how much is this? This is like 5%. This is nothing. This is peanuts. So I do realize that having chemistry is key. So we would first have to find out if we're a good match. I don't like to work with anyone, just anyone. Spaces are limited, company is growing, and we don't have enough spaces to fill out with just anyone. Who this is for open-minded, fast-scaling startups that are willing to learn and want an expert's guidance and understand the importance of having an efficient customer service system, right? This is not for the lazy, not for people who don't understand the benefit of having customer as king, right? So if you think that the customer is below you, is not a good fit for you. No offense, but that's just it. We don't want to waste each other's time. If you don't want to learn new things, if you're not excited about new technology, and if you're not willing to receive an open mind to how you can take your customer service to the moon, if you're not excited about these things, then we can't work together. So I propose we schedule a meeting where we go over your requirements. I walk you through the above process, and you'll see if we're a good fit. So feel free to book this free strategy session. My team and I have only so much availability, so get your spot reserved in the next 48 hours, as these spots get taken away very fast. If you see this, you get another 10% discount. So 20% off of this, only for you if you bring it up. If you don't, you don't. So if you don't get this process, you will more likely join the 90% of companies that are struggling. That's your choice. That's on you. You go from a reactive to a proactive approach, and from a cost center to a revenue center. So stop thinking about how much money you're wasting with customer service. If you think customer service is a waste of money, this is not for you, because this is how your chance to become a revenue center from a cost center. So yeah, this has been more or less it. This has been the lightning offer. This has been my offer to you. This has been my ultra condensed offer that I am sharing with you right now. And yeah, I hope this will benefit you. Please write to me. I'd love to be in touch. Link to this offer in the description. There's also going to be 8 tips on how to optimize your Zendesk ebook. There's also in the description. And also please like and subscribe to this channel. And yeah, and that's it. And if you made it this far, the keyword is Huckleberry Pie. Huckleberry Pie. Okay, if you made it this far, and you get an additional 5% discount for this. I love you and goodbye.